Breaking news coming out of the court case on the verdict surrounding the brutal killing of 6 high school students. Tregian Carter, the only suspect and witness to the incident, was found not guilty of mass murder by the jury due to insufficient evidence. However, he was found guilty on charges of trespassing, which is classified as a misdemeanor.
Good morning, Mr. Carter. How you been?
How do you think it's been? I woke up drenched in sweat with my heart working overtime and my chest burning, only to see that I'm back in a shitty studio apartment living my miserable life.
Are you still drinking?
My insurance makes it impossible to afford proper medication.
Mr. Carter, you can't medicate your trauma away. We've been over this.
I'm talking to you, aren't I? I'm lucky to even afford to see you once every several months, despite you not being in network. All the in-network shrinks are Unity residents, and next to nobody in that town wants anything to do with me. They see me as some criminal mastermind who cheated the justice system.
But weren't you found not guilty of mass murder?
Yes, it doesn't matter to them. It isn't enough to give me dirty looks on the street or have the police harass me. Not enough for jobs to reject me, forcing me to work only share economy jobs with long hours to make ends meet. Not enough for colleges to reject me to avoid incurring controversy. Not enough to harass my parents and vandalize their property. To the point where our relationship is left in shambles before moving out of Unity. Oh, I'm unable to do the same. No. Seeing me as a killer is preferable to admitting to the uncomfortable truth.
The truth being what exactly?
All the stories whispered over the years in Unity from summer camp counselors, neighborhood bullies, and recluses about the merchant house are all true.
Mr. Carter, the campfire stories you heard over the years about the merchant house got incorporated into what you saw that night. It's your mind's attempt at trying to make sense of the horrible crimes you unfortunately witnessed. There's no such thing as the undead.
Bullshit! You weren't there! I remember all the horrors of that fucking house as clear as I am talking to you right now. Tammy, Hannah, Joe, Enrique, Ava, Bruce, their faces still haunt me as much as everything else that happened that night. I remember how powerless I felt not being able to save them. Even after I jumped through that window and sped away in the minivan, I still felt their hands reaching out to grab me.
I know it must have felt real.
That's because it was. The court claimed most of what was gathered by the cops as indismissible because I bet much of what they found chilled them to the bone. And the evidence they did have wasn't enough to toss me into the jail. This ostracization I face daily. Your rationalization of my experiences is all they've got left against me.
Please don't mistake me for an enemy. I'm only trying to help you, and you know that. It is why you still spend your hard-earned income on visits to this office after all this time. If you choose to leave this session early and head back home to Unity, at least tell me why you're here talking to me today.
It was late one afternoon, after a rough round of deliveries. I parked my bike and sat on the grass on the largest hill overlooking Unity. I looked off into the distance at the merchant house, and I thought about everyone else in town. As far back as I can remember, everyone just had to learn to live with it. That it's just the way things always were. Why does it have to be that way? Am I going to have to accept that this is my life from now on?
No one says it must be that way. You don't have to settle for how life is now.
But how? How do I not settle? How do I change things if no one else is willing to give me a chance?
It's your responsibility to be the agent of change you're looking for in life. You're very resourceful, so I know that you will be able to come up with something. Just think it over. Hello?
Hey, Doc. It's Trajan.
Mr. Carter, it's 10:45 at night. What's the matter? Are you all right?
For the first time in a long while, I've never been better. I've thought about what you told me during our last appointment, and you're right. I am responsible when it comes to being the agent of change, so I'm finally going to do something about it.
Oh, that's great to hear. But couldn't you have told me about this at our next appointment?
I figured I should tell you now while I still have time.
Still have time? Trajan, what do you mean by that?
There were other things in existence before that house. Better and more beloved things, and yet they went away. While a cursed place like that house got to continue existing? Who says it had to be this way? That thing ruined my life, but it snatched away so many others. It's time someone finally did something about it. Tonight, it will be its turn to meet the Reaper.
Trajan, where are you?
They've been coming to this spot around the same time each week, for as long as I've remembered. If they keep to their schedule, my ride should arrive within 15 minutes.
Stop what you're doing. Stay where you are. Don't do anything. I'm on my way.
Thank you for being my strength, Doc. Gotta go.
Trajan, wait.
I knew it. I knew he'd be giving us trouble someday.
But what is he planning to do with a hijacked gas truck?
I don't know. But he's going down for good once I see him.
Look at that! Jesus! Damn it, he had his back to us.
Come up with something later. But in the meantime, call it in. Now.
Dispatch, this is Unit 11. Suspect is down, but he blew the merchant house to Kingdom Come. Requesting extra units, fire engines, and a meat wagon to the scene. Over.
Hey! I see something.
Wait a minute, dispatch. Something's going on.
Something's coming out of the fire. Is that a person? What were they doing in there?
Dispatch, this is Unit 11. We might have other casualties here. Send in paramedics and some ambulances.
There's another. I see another one.